Hey, Darrell.
Hello. Well, we have had a couple days off, give them a chance to rest a little bit, and then come back out. And I think your lens cap is still on. I'm not sure.
All right.
Yeah.
You can do it all.
A couple days off and come back and go back to work. We'll practice today, obviously, and tomorrow and Friday, and give them Saturday and Sunday off, and then come back and have a practice on Monday of next week, since it's school break next Monday and Tuesday. So we're going to practice in the morning on Monday and Tuesday. But I thought they came out and worked pretty hard today.
Just Etling your quarterback now?
Yes, Danny Etling is the quarterback.
Why?
I just thought that gave us a boost. He can give us a boost, and he's going to be a good player for us. And I love Rob, and Rob is the most unselfish guy I've been around in a long time. And we talked yesterday, and one of the things that he says, whatever I can do to help the football team, I'll do. So I love him for that.
Just leading into that, how did both guys handle that conversation?
Well, I thought they were good. Danny didn't say much. I just told him the things that we needed him to do as a football team. Don't force things. Take care of the ball. And I told Rob that that's the direction we were going, and Rob was excellent.
Rob has a short runway here to be a contributor at safety. Do you think that he can contribute there?
Well, that's what we're going to find out here in the next couple of days. We're going to see if he can play some safety. If not, there's definitely some things we can do offensively with him. We know that, but we wanted to get a look, since we're so thin in the back end, get a look at him at the safety spot.
Could he be a two-way player for you at some point?
Well, you never know. You never know.
Looked like the punishment began today for BJ doing some conditioning stuff while watching the ones. Is that part of the process here?
Yeah, we're going to suspend BJ for 2 games. He'll be out this game and the next game, and we'll have some community service. He'll lose his tickets for those 2 games. And, I know he's remorseful, and you'll get a chance to hear from him. He made a bad mistake, and we want to always help our community, and that's the most important thing. So we'll get a chance to talk to him here shortly.
And George Woods?
Jordan's going to be suspended indefinitely right now.
What's the difference?
It's the totality of everything that's happened, so that's where we are.
Just, you make the change at quarterback, and people are you're going to average 40 points a game, but you still have other issues on offense that need to get fixed that don't lay at the feet of the quarterback. I mean, how badly do you got to get those things worked out this next week and a half?
Those are critical. One of the spots, we're looking at is some of those offensive line positions, and we made a couple changes, or at least one change up front. But those are, it wasn't one person, and you got to understand that. There's a lot more than one thing going on, and we're trying to fix them all, and that's where we're headed.
What change did you make up front?
Well, we put Roos in today at right guard. We'll see how that goes, and we'll evaluate that off the film the next couple of days and see if that's will help us.
Devin Smith, too, was at left tackle a lot today. Was that a change, or are you just trying to work him out there?
No, we're trying to create some depth at the tackle position. He's still our left guard, but we need to find that third left tackle, so that's why we played him out there a little bit today.
One of the criteria you used to choose a starting quarterback before the start of the season was don't turn the ball over. Is that kind of maybe where Rob's undoing came?
I'm not going to say Rob's undoing or not undoing. I just think Danny's made a nice surge here in the last couple of weeks in practice, and we needed a little bit of a jump start right now, and that's where we're going.
BJ was here, right? Jordan was not here at practice?
Correct.
Just how, will your offense change that much, just from the outsider's perspective? Just the way you line up and all that. Is there going to be dramatic changes there? Or
no, we'll be running a lot of the same things. We're going to tweak a couple things. Again, I don't want to tip my hand, but we'll do a couple things that are a little bit differently. But the plays will be the same, and how we get them in might be a little bit different.
Bye weeks are good to fix a lot of things, but what's the major emphasis this week?
Well, again, I think we got to continue to grow together, and then both sides of the ball, we need to find out exactly what we do well, and then expand on those things.
You look at any personnel changes defensively?
A little bit, but nothing significant. We're looking at a couple of those younger guys that could potentially create some depth. Rezan and Replogle and Panfield were 3 guys that we're taking a look at and see if they're a guy that we should take the shirt off. And again, we'll make that decision here in the next 7 to 10 days.
During team drills, it looked like Rob was standing back here with Feichter. Kind of, is is he a guy that can really help Rob learn on the fly here?
Well, absolutely. I mean, Landon's a great football mind, and anytime he can share his knowledge with anybody, and Rob was picking his brain because it's important to Rob to help this football team.
You mentioned the offensive line, and how would you evaluate the positives and negatives of Robert Kugler's play so far this season?
Cougs has been solid. He's been the one guy I think that's played consistent all season long, and he gets us in all the right calls, and he's playing extremely hard. So I'm very pleased with where he is right now.
Just how much closer is Monterosso to getting on the field?
Yeah, well, he's probably going to get the green light if he can get through these next 2 practices without re-injuring. They say he's okay to go, so we'll find out if we'll take the red jersey off him next week and he'll be able to play for us.
And Frankie was out today. So
Frankie's out today, but Frankie will be good for the Nebraska game. We're going to hold him out for the next 2 days just to make sure he doesn't get dinged again, but he should be ready to go.
Will it be strictly a health issue with Monterosso? If he's healthy, he'll play? Or is there any thought to, even if he's healthy, just not playing him the rest of the year?
Right now I think we're going full steam ahead, and hopefully he does not bang nothing. I mean, he's got as much risk as any other guy out there right now is what they're telling us. So anybody that can get a shoulder, he could get a shoulder just as well as those guys can. So we're going to go full steam with him.
In your first season at Kent State, you kind of used your bye week to turn the season around. How do you draw upon that to bring it here now?
I try not to mention that, but there are so many similarities of the beginning there and the beginning here. But that allows you to see a little bit of the future, which is nice. And as long as our guys continue to work, stay together, we'll be okay.
In terms of Danny, the defense that Northern played, especially when he was in the game, I don't think they hardly blitzed at all. It looked like they kind of played maybe mostly zone back there too. I would suspect when you play Nebraska and you play Ohio State and you play Michigan State, all of those teams, he's going to see a lot of different looks, right? I mean, because I think the fans see what he did and think, oh, he's going to come in and kind of be a world beater, but there's still obstacles that he has to overcome.
Well, if I'm playing a young quarterback, I'm going to heat him up, see if he can handle it. I'm obviously going to disguise some coverage in the back end, see if he can handle it, and he's got to do a good job of seeing what he sees and not guessing, and he'll be okay.
And how do you help a true freshman get through those types of situations?
Well, you try to calm him down as much as you can. He's going to be sky high when he takes the field, but as long as he goes through his progressions, and goes through his reads and understands that every play doesn't have to be a big play. Every play, his best play of the day might be a throwaway. And as long as he understands that, he'll be fine.
On an unrelated note, Maryland and Rutgers are off to undefeated seasons. What do they bring to the Big Ten to come here next year?
Well, it's great to have those two in our conference. You open up the East Coast market, which helps you in recruiting. They're both very good academic schools, so that's a win-win situation for the Big Ten.
We haven't talked to you obviously since Northern Illinois, but after watching that film, I mean, obviously you weren't pleased with what happened. Was there something that really stuck out? I mean, was the effort there?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, obviously you need to control what you can control.
Right, it's not an effort thing at all. It's that situation where we're still in those games and we drop a snap, turn the snap over, a quarterback center exchange, and then we throw 2 picks where we're on the plus side of the game or the 50. Those are the things that are killing us right now that we got to get corrected, because it's a tennis match. You're going back and forth, and all of a sudden you self-destruct, and those are the things that we have to get fixed.